Hey everybody, Matthew here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. Today I'll be reviewing Salad Anniversary, the Tanka poetry collection by Japanese poet Machi Tawara. This particular edition is translated by Juliet Winters Carpenter. I'm a big fan of Japanese literature. I love all the big names. Haruki Murakami, Yukio Mishima, Kenzaburo Oe, Kobo Abe, Mieko Kawakami, Banana Yoshimoto, the list goes on. Yet, I could say with no exaggeration that Salad Anniversary is one of the most poignant and refreshing Japanese books I've ever read. This slim, oddly titled volume captured my heart with its deceptive simplicity and its earnest sincerity. It's a work that transcends genre and form, and its poetry is so palpable that it feels like a living, breathing work of art. The entire anthology is whimsical and fresh and intimate in ways I've never seen in other books before, be they poetry or prose or otherwise. The book was released in 1987 and remains one of Japan's all-time bestsellers, with over 8 million copies sold, an unprecedented feat for a modern-day poetry collection. Salad Anniversary also ignited the salad phenomenon, which launched Machi Tawara into instant celebrity fame in Japan, a phenomenon comparable to Banana Yoshimoto and her Banana Mania. The book received universal critical acclaim, yet there were some offended by the author's modern adaptation of the ancient verse form of tanka. Tanka are short, rhythmical poems composed of 31 syllables, traditionally written in a single vertical line. Tanka originated in the 18th century, and for hundreds of years it remained unchanged, recycling the same verse structure and poetic themes over and over again. By the 20th century, people had grown tired of Tanka's repetitive nature and outdated literary language, and the verse form almost found itself extinct. Tanka was too conventional, too difficult to understand, and too far removed from modern Japanese life. Then came Machi Tawara and her Salad Anniversary. Tawara breathed new life into tanka with her colloquial conversation style and contemporary vocabulary. There was an ordinariness in her language and themes, something before thought unthinkable in tanka. Ikebana, tea ceremonies, and other instances of high Japanese culture were tossed aside in favor for McDonald's, jazz, and baseball. Tawara showed that frying an onion or brushing one's hair could be just as poetic and profound as plum blossoms and longing for a lost lover. With Salad Anniversary, Tawara rejuvenated tanka by elevating and intensifying the utterly ordinary, and by extracting immense beauty from the mundane. In short, she made tanka hip again. Her poems are about love, of course, but also Tokyo and home and family and cooking and music and baseball and brushing your teeth and differential calculus. Here's an example from her poem, So Good Luck. Expertly you tuck away a rice stuffed omelet, and I make a mental note, likes ketchup. And from her poem, Morning Necktie. Moving away from the telephone, he sips his tea as if to say, I'm not listening. What I find most magical about this book is that you can open it to any page and find something poignant and raw and honest and relatable. From her poem, Hashimoto High School. Parents claim to raise their children, but garden tomatoes turn red, unbidden. The book contains 15 poems, all of varying lengths. The first and longest poem, August Morning, being the most well-known, since it won the prestigious Kadokawa Tanka Prize. August Morning chronicles a young, budding love affair from its joyful, idyllic beginning to its sad, unfortunate end. It's a vivid and visceral poem, one whose language evokes visually charming images in the reader's mind. Escape from a shower into a street stall and drink a glass of cheap sake. Fun to be alive. There are other outstanding poems in the collection as well. Morning Necktie is a terrific heartfelt ode not only to Machi Tawara's father, but to fathers everywhere. It's one of the shorter poems in the book, just a few pages long, but Tawara expresses her ideas so well and so succinctly that any added length would be a disservice to the poem. Here's a quote. He wipes his face with a hot towel and sighs contentedly. Looking at him now, I see an ordinary man. Another extraordinary poem is titled My Bisymmetrical Self. It tells the story of a young woman moving to Tokyo, the big city, while still holding on to the memories of her small, comforting hometown. The young woman finds herself caught between these two worlds, these two lives, these two selves, the old and the new. As Tawara writes, caught between two choices, I lie spread-eagled, in perfect bilateral symmetry. It's a heartfelt poem filled with nostalgia and yearning for home, something we can all identify with in one way or another. Yet, no matter the poem, there always exists a dichotomy in Tawara's lines. They are both excessively simple yet endlessly complex. She has an incredible gift for drawing deep conceptual ideas out of everyday insignificant events and occurrences. She sees poetry in every fleeting detail. sees the grandiose in the overlooked and underappreciated. Yet, even then, her poetry defies density and remains light, fresh, and accessible. Kinda like real salad. Tawara also has this innate ability to take a microscope to the precious little events in life and extract from them intimate impressions of modern day love. From baseball game, shielded by you in a crowded train, I gaze up close at fine down on your face. And I cherish the bit of crimson staining your finger as you open a raw oyster for me. Salad Anniversary is a raw and grounded work, not only because some of the events are based on the author's real life, but because of Machi Tawara's skill in unveiling the universal truths hidden behind everyday, simple objects and occurrences. And that's also what makes it such an honest book, one that has tremendous depth for a volume you can read in one sitting. When it comes down to it, this isn't just poetry, these are confessions. The book deals directly with the poet's personal life, be that poet fictional or Tawara herself or some mix of the both. Whatever the case, Salad Anniversary addresses a plethora of intimate topics and themes, like coping with loneliness or searching for the right romantic partner, or even the desire for love and a loving relationship. In that sense, the book is a literary unbosoming. Through this vessel of ancient verse form, Machi Tawara is disclosing her innermost thoughts and secrets to the world, and it's absolutely captivating. On a personal level, this book can make you look at the small adventure in your life in a more interesting, nuanced, and poetic way. And I think that's the best part of great literature, the impact it has on the reader's real life. While Machi Tawara has continued writing tanka throughout the years, sadly Salad Anniversary is her only work translated in English. But I think, in a way, that fact makes the work that much more precious, and that much more deserving of love, appreciation, and adoration. In conclusion, Salad Anniversary is a masterpiece, one well worth your time. I certainly hope you take the time to read it. If you're curious to know more about Machi Tawara's creative process or want to hear her poems in the original Japanese, see the links in the description down below. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe for more book reviews, and feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Goodbye.